use your powers to make it stop, Ponytail.
But I can only grow my hair every month.
That sounds like a you problem.
I think you're being a little too hard.
No, you're being too easy on them.
This week's lesson is how to use your powers against moving objects. We start with Cassie, who is obviously having an issue with growing her hair out to smack the ball that is flying towards her every 5 seconds. That's exaggerating, but you get my point.
I highly doubt that someone like Riznar the Riser would be easy on her because she can only use her powers every month. Keep throwing the ball, kids.
This is boring. How does throwing balls help anyone with their powers when they can just dodge it without using their powers?
Good point. I'll make sure to include that in your next test, Crayola.
That's not my superhero name.
I think this school has some serious issues with remembering names.
Yeah, no kidding.
More balls.
Whoa, wait. I think they need a break, Cap.
I don't. Can it be my turn?
Captain Whirlwind rubs his neck, where the plunger had grasped him last week while demonstrating his telepathic powers.
I think we've learned a lot about your powers. Well, enough, kid. Besides, it's still Cassie's turn. Now, Ponytail, if you could choose between Ashlyn or Justice, who would you save if you could?
Well, it depends on who's in danger in the next 4 weeks.
You can't just tell a villain to reschedule until you can use your powers again. Life doesn't work like that. Imagine this. Dr. Poison is holding both Ashlyn and Justice hostage. If your powers worked at any given time, who would you save?
Wait, why would he hold his own daughter hostage?
Because he's a villain, father or not.
If anything, he'd use me as his apprentice.
And he has her muffled because she talks too much.
Yeah, he does that some. Oh, okay. Okay, you want me to stop talking? Okay, gotcha.
So, who do you choose? The daughter of the villain who technically isn't kidnapped? Or the poor defenseless hero who doesn't even have powers?
Do I have to choose?
Yes.
No.
I'm teaching the lesson today. So anything Miss Cambridge says is invalid. Choose.
Ashlyn.
Yes!
Is that your final answer?
Of course she doesn't want to.
Wait, never mind. Sorry, Ashlyn, but I don't think you're in much danger with your dad. Besides, Justice doesn't have powers.
Thanks, friend.
Wait, you can only grow your hair out at the normal human speed and I don't have powers?
While the girls are debating on whom Cass or Ponytail should choose to save and whether or not her powers are validated, Captain Whirlwind is standing behind Ashlyn, quietly forming a medium-sized tornado.
Oh, I'm not liking this at all.
Well, it's a good thing no one's asking you.
Captain Whirlwind aims the medium-sized whirlwind towards Ashlyn. She begins screaming in fear, and so does Cass when she realizes the grave mistake she's made.
There's a tornado coming towards me, and the only thing I can do is change its color. That's not gonna save my life. It'll just make it look pretty.
Justice runs from behind Cass to stand in front of Ashlyn in an attempt to protect her from the medium tornado.
What are you doing? You were in the safe zone.
I may not have my powers yet, but I'm not about to let you get hurt, even if you are a little brat.
I can't save you if you both run towards the danger.
Well then, it looks like you better get cracking with that hair power of yours, or Dr. Poison has killed both hostages and you lose.
The medium whirlwind begins to grow and pulls Ashlyn and Justice inside of it. Kind of like your modern-day Wizard of Oz. As this is happening, Cass is shaking with fear because now both of her friends are trapped and she can only grow her hair. As Cass screams, her hair breaks free from its ponytail, pun intended, and stretches out towards the growing tornado. It wraps around Ashlyn and Justice, pulling them out to safety. However, as the hair releases the two young girls, it never goes back into its normal length. The growing tornado begins to die down.
Oh my god! You did it!
I did? Yay!
Yes, but the important lesson is how you did it.
I screamed, and then my hair grew, so I should scream every time I want to use my power. Yes.
No, this isn't an anime.
What's an anime?
Moving on. Crayola, it's your turn.
Goody, I can't wait to see what you have in store.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought you were crushing on Captain Whirlwind hardcore, though I don't see the appeal.
He keeps getting my name wrong. All muscle and no brains is just dumb. What did Lightning Bolt ever see in him?
It's a question that I'm sure everyone would like answered, but who knows if it ever will. But getting back on track, Captain Whirlwind pulls a square-shaped object that resembles a nuclear bomb with different colored wires coming out of it and sets it in front of Ashlyn.
Is that a bomb?
Of course not. It's a replica of a bomb.
Because that's so much better. How did you even get that past security?
I'm Captain Whirlwind. Do you really think they check my bags?
Wow, that's so cool.
More like dangerous. How are you a hero?
No more comments from the peanut gallery. Ashlyn, your task is to change all of the wires red and then change them all to green.
But which green? There's a lot of different shades of green.
If I told you, it wouldn't be a challenge.
That's not really fair. Miss Cambridge, doesn't he have to be fair?
Oh, I wish I could help, but apparently my opinion is unwanted.
Oh, quit whining, both of you. Fine. Ashlyn, if the shades of green match, then you haven't blown up the school. Is that fair enough for you?
Okay, but what do I get out of this?
You don't blow up the school.
It's not even a real bomb. My dad makes better explosive devices than this.
And she says she's not going to be a villain.
Shut up, Calvin!
Ashlyn and Calvin are once again at each other's throats. Captain Whirlwind looks at Miss Cambridge for help, but gets absolutely nothing as she sits at one of the picnic tables looking smug.
I'll autograph your backpack or something.
Please, autographs are so 4 episodes ago.
Fine. Aside from saving the lives of innocents, what do you want?
Can I get an IOU?
An IOU.
Yeah, you know what that is, right? It's where you owe
I
me.
know what an IOU is. My God, you really are a villain's kid.
I never said I wasn't. I just said I wasn't gonna become a villain.
We don't have time for this. Back to the exercise. You will be timed. You have exactly 4 minutes to complete your task. If you do not have 4 wires turned the exact same shade of green, it is safe to assume that all the victims are dead.
Ashlyn nods her head and begins to get to work on changing the silver wires red.
See, Stormy, you needed my help in shaping these kids up.
Name one thing you've done right today.
Rapunzel over there grew her new hair out and saved both of her friends from getting attacked.
You scared the poor thing half to death.
Sometimes it takes a little fear to speed up the process.
Speaking of fear, how is your new girlfriend, by the way?
Careful, Stormy. Your bolts are flashing. Jealousy really is a bad look for you.
I'm not jealous.
Miss Cambridge glares angrily at the hero before her. If anyone were paying attention to her body's reaction to her temper, they'd notice that her aura was giving off an electrical discharge. However, all the kids are focused on Ashlyn, except for Justice, who just doesn't care. After having changed the silver wires to red, she bites her lip nervously.
There are so many shades of green. Do I do yellow green, jungle green, or regular grass green?
Ashlyn starts to get another anxiety attack as she touches each wire, turning them into a mush of different greens mixed together. But none of the greens match.
3 minutes. Focus, crayon girl.
I really wish he would stop calling me that. Okay, focus. Which green is the best green? Don't think of all of them, just one. Jungle green!
As she yells what color she wants the wires to be, she touches one after another, shifting them all into a jungle green color.
I did it! Yes, take that! The school is saved thanks to color code. I think I'll hold on to that IOU for a while. Never know when you'll need Captain Whirlwind's assistance.
Just make sure she doesn't turn any of your equipment pink.
That's a great idea, Miss Cambridge. I'll save that just in case I can't think of anything better.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Miss Cambridge. All right, who's next?
Calvin and Derek raise their hands eagerly while Justice rolls her eyes and begins shuffling through the music on her phone.
Justice. How about you go next?
Nah, I'm good. Thanks for asking, but I don't think you guys have any use for teens with no powers, or teens in general. Most of the kids close to my age are in Miss Noriko's class, but they're advanced, while I have nothing. Plus, school is over.
What are you talking about? It can't be over. I haven't finished my lesson with the whole class.
Can I dismiss class now, or did you want to do that too?
Does it really matter? They're all leaving their seats anyway.
Captain Whirlwind waits for the crowd of children to disperse and go home. He makes his way towards Dean Steelfire's office, only to be stopped by Red Thorn and Miss Noriko.
Captain Whirlwind? Trevor, I didn't expect to see you working here. Last time I checked, you were my substitute teacher. What are you up to?
I don't know what you're talking about, Noriko. I wasn't being paid enough. It's simple as that.
But aren't active heroes paid quite handsomely?
As far as I know, there's nothing for me to do. Are you two done with your interrogation?
Don't play stupid with me, Captain. You know what my plans are, and even agreed with them just so you wouldn't have to share the limelight with Lightning Bolt. if I find out that you're double-crossing me...
Just as the conversation heats up between enemies yet lovers, which is an odd combination if you ask me, Dean Steelfire opens his office door.
Captain Whirlwind, thank you for taking the time to meet with me. Oh, hello, Noriko. If you don't mind, I need to borrow the captain for a bit.
Of course. Trevor, I'll see you tonight. Derek, let's go.
Captain Whirlwind's eyes widen as he spots Derek, who was hiding under the bench in front of Dean's office with his handheld video game. Did he hear the discussion? Derek stares him down for a minute before following after Black Panther. Captain Whirlwind clears his throat and then steps inside the office. The Dean closes the door.
So, what have you found out?
So far, the advanced hero class surpasses the sidekick class. But she's training them in more of the villain class of, well, villains.
Interesting. It's a shame that Stormy has to be kept in the dark about this. I felt really bad about the way I treated her the last time we met in my office.
Yes. It's a shame, but I fear if she knew we wouldn't be as successful as we have been.
Are you certain? We may need to call Lightning Bolt for backup.
No. I mean, it's not necessary. Not yet. When she's needed, she will be the first person I contact. I assure you.
Welcome to another dose of super historical facts. While we didn't hear much from the advanced class in this episode, let's continue with some facts about them. Maddie Solange is... God, what's her superhero alias again? Oh, here it is. Jaguar. She is super fast and has a fast metabolism. People say she will be the next speedster. She was raised by hero parents Captain Mighty and Cheetah Girl. While she may not be part of the richest hero family, she is still very snobbish. She's from the hills. Not many of us were terribly surprised. Well, that's all for now. Stay tuned for the next episode and have a super... Oh, wait, we changed it? We changed it this time? So it's not lame? All right, good, cool. I'm still getting paid for this, right? Cool. All right, thank you for listening, and see you in the next episode.